Hey wrestling fans! Today, we're counting down 20 wrestling stars you didn't know were gay. From pioneers to current icons, these athletes are breaking barriers in the ring. Let's dive right in. Gay. A word that defined one of the most courageous decisions in Patterson's life. Born as Pierre Clermont on January 19, 1941, in Montreal, Canada, Patterson became a trailblazer not just for his wrestling achievements, but for being true to himself in a time and industry where acceptance was rare. Patterson left Canada at 17, seeking a career in wrestling in the United States. With a limited grasp of English and no financial security, he began his journey wrestling in local circuits. His in-ring persona, Pretty Boy Pat Patterson, quickly gained popularity. However, behind the glamorous facade, he carried a secret: he was gay. It was a secret he kept hidden for decades, due to the stigma and fear of discrimination in the wrestling world. In 1979, Patterson joined WWE, becoming the first ever Intercontinental Champion. He wasn't just a performer. His creative genius led to the invention of the Royal Rumble match, one of WWE's most beloved events. Patterson's influence extended behind the scenes as he mentored talent and helped shape storylines, becoming a trusted advisor to Vince McMahon. Patterson came out publicly in 2014 on WWE's reality show Legends House. After hiding his true identity for over 50 years, he revealed he was gay and shared the story of his 40-year relationship with his late partner Louis Dondero. This courageous moment was met with an overwhelming outpouring of love and support from both the wrestling community and fans. Worldwide, Patterson's legacy is twofold. He was a wrestling pioneer and an LGBTQ icon. His story inspired countless individuals to embrace who they are, regardless of societal pressures. He showed that one's sexual orientation does not define their talent, nor does it diminish their contributions. Patterson passed away on December 2, 2020, at the age of 79. Tributes poured in from all corners of the wrestling world, honoring not only his contributions to wrestling but his courage to be himself. Patterson's life story is a testament to resilience, authenticity, and breaking down barriers. His impact on both the wrestling industry and the LGBTQ community will continue to be felt for generations, reminding everyone that true greatness lies in embracing one's true self. Gay, a word that Chris Kanyon courageously embraced, becoming one of the first openly gay wrestlers in a major promotion. Born Christopher Kluxeritz on January 4, 1970, Kanyon made his mark in WCW and WWE with his creative in-ring style, earning the nickname the Innovator of Offense. Kanyon's career flourished in WCW and WWE, where he won the United States and WWE Tag Team Championships. Despite his success, he struggled with his sexuality and mental health. In 2006, Kanyon publicly came out as gay, facing backlash in an industry that lacked LGBTQ representation. His bravery paved the way for future LGBTQ wrestlers. Kanyon's struggles with bipolar disorder and depression persisted, leading to his tragic suicide in 2010 at the age of 40. He is remembered as a talented wrestler and a trailblazer for LGBTQ visibility, leaving behind a legacy of courage and authenticity that continues to inspire. Bisexual, a word that defined Orlando Jordan's courageous journey in professional wrestling. Born on April 21, 1974, in Salem, New Jersey, Jordan made history as one of the first openly bisexual wrestlers in a major American promotion. Jordan began his WWE career in 2003 and gained prominence as a member of JBL's faction, the Cabinet. In 2005, he won the WWE United States Championship, marking his rise as a star. After leaving WWE, Jordan joined TNA Wrestling, where he publicly came out as bisexual, embracing his identity with a bold and flamboyant character that sparked conversations about LGBTQ representation. Jordan faced criticism and backlash, but his courage to be true to himself paved the way for future LGBTQ wrestlers, his advocacy for acceptance and his willingness to challenge stereotypes made him a trailblazer in the industry. Despite the challenges, Jordan's legacy is one of resilience and breaking down barriers, serving as an inspiration for many in the LGBTQ community. Today, Orlando Jordan is remembered not only for his in-ring accomplishments but for his bravery in living his truth and advocating for LGBTQ visibility in professional wrestling. Gay, a word that carries weight and significance, especially in a world where acceptance isn't always guaranteed. For Fred Rosser, known as Darren Young in WWE, being gay wasn't just an identity, it was a part of him that he courageously embraced and shared with the world. His story is one of resilience, representation, and breaking barriers in an industry that wasn't always welcoming to the LGBTQ community. Fred Rosser, born on November 2, 1983, in New Jersey, dreamed of becoming a professional wrestler. After years of hard work in various wrestling schools and independent circuits, he joined WWE in 2009 as Darren Young. He gained recognition in WWE's NXT and as a member of the Nexus faction. His career took off when he partnered with Titus O'Neil to form the Prime Time Players, winning the WWE Tag Team Championship in 2015. In August 2013, during an interview with TMZ, Young made history by becoming the first WWE wrestler to come out as gay while actively competing. His announcement was met with widespread support from fellow wrestlers and the WWE organization, marking a turning point for LGBTQ representation in the wrestling world. Young used his platform to advocate for LGBTQ rights and anti-bullying initiatives, becoming a role model for young fans. He partnered with organizations like GLAAD and the WWEBA Star campaign to promote inclusion and acceptance. After his departure from WWE in 2017, Rosser continued wrestling in independent promotions and remained a strong advocate for LGBTQ issues. His openness about his struggles and journey inspired countless fans. He continued to share his story as a motivational speaker, encouraging others to embrace their true selves. Fred Rosser's legacy extends beyond his in-ring achievements. His bravery in coming out paved the way for more LGBTQ wrestlers to be open about their identities. His story remains a powerful reminder that being true to oneself is the greatest victory of all. Through his courage, he transformed not only his career but the entire wrestling landscape, leaving an indelible mark on the industry and the LGBTQ community. Sonia Devil, specifically lesbian, for born Daria Baronato, being a proud member of the LGBTQ community is a central part of her identity. As the first openly lesbian WWE superstar, Sonia has not only made a name for herself in the ring, but has also become an inspiration for LGBTQ fans worldwide. Born on September 24, 1993, in Shamong Township, New Jersey, Daria Baronato grew up with a passion for sports and entertainment. She was involved in MMA, mixed martial arts, and competed in various combat sports before pursuing professional wrestling. In 2015, she auditioned for WWE's reality show Tough Enough, where she publicly came out as a lesbian. During her introduction, making her the first contestant to do so. Although she didn't win the competition, her charisma and fighting spirit earned her a contract with WWE. Baronato adopted the ring name Sonia Devil and began her career in WWE's developmental territory, NXT. Her in-ring style, characterized by a blend of MMA techniques and wrestling prowess, made her stand out. She later debuted on the main roster in 2017 as part of the faction Absolution alongside Paige and Mandy Rose. Sonia's character, with her trademark leather jacket and no-nonsense attitude, resonated with fans. Her catchphrase, "Put your hair up and square up," became symbolic of her tough, fearless persona. Throughout her WWE career, Sonia has been involved in various high-profile storylines, showcasing her talent and versatility, as both a performer and a character. Sonia's decision to come out during Tough Enough was a pivotal moment in her life and career. She has spoken openly about her experiences as an LGBTQ athlete, sharing stories of both acceptance and struggle. As WWE's first openly lesbian superstar, she became a role model for young fans struggling with their own identities. Sonia has used her platform to advocate for LGBTQ rights and visibility. She's been involved with organizations like GLAAD and has participated in WWE's Be a Star anti-bullying campaign. Her openness about her journey has helped normalize LGBTQ representation in professional wrestling and beyond. While Sonia has received widespread support from fans and the WWE community, being an openly LGBTQ figure in a traditionally conservative industry has not been without its challenges. In 2020, Sonia experienced a frightening incident when an obsessed stalker broke into her home. The incident, which she bravely spoke about, highlighted the dangers LGBTQ celebrities can face. Despite these challenges, Sonia has continued to thrive and grow, both professionally and personally. She remains one of WWE's most prominent LGBTQ figures, using her voice to encourage others to embrace their true selves. Sonia Deville's legacy goes beyond her in-ring achievements. She has paved the way for other LGBTQ athletes to enter the world of professional wrestling without fear of rejection or discrimination. Her courage and authenticity have inspired countless fans, showing that strength comes from embracing who you are. Sonia continues to push boundaries and advocate for inclusion within the wrestling industry. Her journey is a testament to resilience, and she remains a powerful symbol of pride and acceptance in the LGBTQ community. Anthony Bowens, being openly gay in the world of professional wrestling is more than just a personal truth, it's a mission to pave the way for others. As one of the most prominent LGBTQ wrestlers today, Bowens has used his platform to inspire others, fight for inclusion, and break stereotypes in a sport that historically lacked diversity in sexual orientation. Born on December 18, 1990, in Nutley, New Jersey, Anthony Bowens grew up with a love for sports. He played baseball during his youth, excelling in the sport and garnering attention for his athletic abilities. However, Bowens' true passion was always professional wrestling. He dreamed of stepping into the ring one day, not only to compete but to leave a lasting impact on the industry. Bowens began his wrestling journey on the independent circuit, honing his craft and building a reputation as a skilled and charismatic performer. His hard work and dedication paid off when he started appearing in various promotions such as Beyond Wrestling and Pro Wrestling, Gorilla PWG. In January 2017, Bowens publicly came out as bisexual in a YouTube video with his partner, Michael Pavano. The decision to come out was a defining moment for Bowens as it allowed him to fully embrace his identity and share it with the world. However, in 2019, he clarified that he identifies as gay, as his understanding of his own sexuality had evolved over time. Bowens' coming out was met with widespread support from fans and fellow wrestlers. His courage to be open about his sexuality was particularly significant in a sport that, for many years, was seen as unwelcoming to LGBTQ individuals. Bowens' visibility in the industry became a beacon of hope and representation for LGBTQ wrestling fans and aspiring athletes. Bowens' talent and charisma caught the attention of All Elite Wrestling AEW, one of the world's premier wrestling promotions. In 2020, he signed with AEW and formed the tag team The Acclaimed alongside Max Caster. The duo quickly became fan favorites, known for their entertaining rap battles, high-energy performances, and in-ring chemistry. The Acclaim's rise in AEW has been meteoric, with Bowens becoming one of the most popular wrestlers on the roster. His success in the ring is matched by his impact outside of it, as he continues to be a vocal advocate for LGBTQ representation and inclusion in professional wrestling. Bowens' presence in AEW is more than just about winning matches. He actively uses his platform to promote LGBTQ rights and spread a message of acceptance and equality. He's participated in various pride events, spoken out against homophobia, and shared his experiences with the hope of inspiring others to live authentically. Bowens is also known for his positive and supportive interactions with fans on social media. He often shares personal stories, engages with followers, and highlights the importance of being true to oneself. His relationship with his partner, Michael Pavano, is frequently shared on his social media channels, showcasing a loving and healthy same-sex relationship that resonates with many fans. Anthony Bowens' journey is a testament to the power of authenticity and perseverance. As one of the few openly gay wrestlers in a major promotion, he's breaking down barriers and challenging outdated norms within the industry. His success in AEW, both as a performer and as an LGBTQ advocate, has inspired a new generation of fans and wrestlers alike. By being unapologetically himself, Bowens is showing the world that wrestling is for everyone, regardless of sexual orientation or background. His courage and openness continue to make wrestling a more inclusive space, ensuring that future generations of LGBTQ athletes can pursue their dreams without fear or hesitation. Anthony Bowens' story is not just about overcoming personal challenges, it's about changing an entire industry. His presence and success in AEW have made a profound impact on the wrestling world, proving that LGBTQ representation is not just possible but can thrive at the highest levels. Through his courage, talent, and advocacy, Bowens has become a trailblazer and a symbol of hope for LGBTQ fans and athletes everywhere. Gay, a label that Jake Atlas embraced early on in his wrestling career, becoming one of the first openly gay male wrestlers to compete in a major promotion. His journey is marked by both his success in the ring and his unrelenting commitment to bringing visibility to the LGBTQ community in professional wrestling. Born as Kenny Marquez on October 5, 1994, in El Monte, California, Jake Atlas grew up watching wrestling and idolizing stars like Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. From an early age, he was drawn to the sport's athleticism, storytelling, and larger-than-life personas. Despite his passion for wrestling, Atlas faced significant challenges both due to his sexuality and the lack of LGBTQ representation in the industry. He started his wrestling training at the prestigious Santino Brothers Wrestling Academy, a California-based wrestling school known for producing talented athletes. It was here that he developed his skills and began building his reputation on the independent circuit. He competed in various promotions, including Pro Wrestling Guerrilla PWG and All Pro Wrestling APW, where he quickly stood out due to his in-ring prowess and unique persona. In 2017, Jake Atlas made the courageous decision to come out as gay, becoming one of the few openly gay male wrestlers at the time. His decision to be open about his sexuality was a landmark moment for the wrestling community, which had traditionally been viewed as a hyper-masculine and conservative space. Atlas wanted to show young LGBTQ individuals that they could pursue their dreams without hiding who they are. Atlas's coming out was met with an overwhelming amount of support from fans and fellow wrestlers. He was praised for his bravery and his willingness to use his platform to advocate for LGBTQ representation. His openness about his identity became a defining aspect of his career, making him a role model for LGBTQ fans who were seeking someone to look up to in the wrestling world. In 2019, Jake Atlas signed with WWE, a dream he had long pursued. His signing was widely celebrated as a significant step forward for LGBTQ representation in mainstream professional wrestling. He debuted in WWE's developmental brand, NXT, where he showcased his athleticism and technical skills. Known for his innovative moves such as the LGB DDTA, Springboard DDT, Atlas quickly gained a fanbase and earned the respect of his peers. During his time in NXT, Atlas competed against top talents and was involved in several high-profile matches. he was featured prominently as a positive representation of an openly gay wrestler, further breaking down barriers in the industry. However, despite his talent and popularity, Atlas's time in WWE was cut short. He was released from the company in 2021 as part of a wave of budget cuts, leaving his future uncertain. Jake Atlas's journey hasn't been without its struggles. He has been open about his battles with mental health, acknowledging the pressures and difficulties of being a trailblazer in an industry that can often be harsh and unforgiving. After his WWE release, Atlas took a step back from wrestling to focus on his mental health, showing strength and resilience by prioritizing his well-being. In early 2022, he briefly returned to the ring by signing with All Elite Wrestling AEW. However, his stint in AEW was short-lived, and he took another hiatus due to personal reasons. Despite the setbacks, Atlas has remained a vocal advocate for mental health awareness, emphasizing the importance of seeking help and supporting those who struggle with similar issues. Jake Atlas's contributions to professional wrestling go beyond his in-ring performances. He has been a beacon of hope for the LGBTQ community, proving that one can be true to themselves while pursuing their dreams. His willingness to be open about his identity has inspired many young fans and aspiring wrestlers to embrace who they are, regardless of the societal challenges they might face. Although his career has seen ups and downs, Atlas's influence on the wrestling industry is undeniable. He has shattered stereotypes and paved the way for future LGBTQ wrestlers to compete at the highest levels without fear or hesitation. His story serves as a reminder that true strength comes not just from physical ability but from the courage to be authentic. Jake Atlas's story is one of courage, resilience, and perseverance. As one of the first openly gay male wrestlers to compete in a major promotion, he has left an indelible mark on the wrestling world. His advocacy for LGBTQ rights and mental health awareness continues to inspire others to embrace their true selves and pursue their passions without compromise. Atlas's journey is far from over. As he continues to navigate his career and personal life, he remains a powerful voice for change in professional wrestling and beyond, reminding everyone that there is strength in vulnerability and power in authenticity. Perro struggled to accept gay life for years, despite his imposing physical presence and successful career as a professional wrestler. For much of his life, Perro hid his true self behind a veil of fear and shame. But his story is one of triumph, one that has redefined what it means to be strong, not just physically but emotionally, by embracing and accepting his identity in the hyper-masculine world of professional wrestling. Born on July 9, 1983, in Orlando, Florida, Perro grew up as a typical American boy with dreams of playing professional football. His towering 6 feet 4 inches frame and athleticism made him a natural fit for sports, but after college, he shifted his focus to professional wrestling, where he could combine his physical abilities with his love for entertainment. Perro began his wrestling career in 2005, training at the Team 3D Academy, run by wrestling legends Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley. He competed in various independent promotions across the United States, building a reputation as a powerhouse wrestler known for his intimidating presence and brute strength. His skill and dedication led him to join the roster of Major League Wrestling MLW, where he became one of the most formidable competitors in the promotion. Despite his growing success in wrestling, Perro was living a double life. He kept his sexual orientation a secret, fearing rejection and discrimination in a sport that often equates toughness with traditional notions of masculinity. For years, Perro wrestled with his identity, experiencing deep depression and loneliness as he grappled with his sexuality. He tried to fix himself, even undergoing conversion therapy, which only deepened his internal struggle. The pressure of hiding who he was became overwhelming, leading to suicidal thoughts and a sense of hopelessness. In 2017, Perro made the life-changing decision to come out publicly as gay. He did so in an Interview with Gay Star News, sharing his story in a candid and heartfelt manner. Perro revealed the years of pain, confusion, and self-loathing he endured before finding the courage to embrace his true self. He described how he finally accepted his sexuality and found love and support from his partner, Morgan Cole, whom he would later marry. Perro's coming out was met with an overwhelmingly positive response from fans, fellow wrestlers, and the LGBTQ community. His story resonated with many, especially those who had struggled with self-acceptance and faced similar challenges. Since coming out, Perro has become an outspoken advocate for LGBTQ rights and visibility in professional wrestling. He uses his platform to challenge stereotypes and break down barriers, showing that being gay and being tough are not mutually exclusive. His presence in wrestling has helped create a more inclusive environment for LGBTQ athletes, proving that the sport can and should welcome people from all walks of life. Perro's story has also highlighted the importance of mental health and the devastating effects of internalized homophobia. He speaks openly about his experiences with depression, therapy, and finding self-acceptance. His willingness to share these personal struggles has made him a powerful role model for those who feel isolated or fearful about embracing their identity. In addition to his wrestling career, Perro has appeared at various LGBTQ events, spoken on panels, and worked with organizations that support LGBTQ youth. His advocacy efforts have made a significant impact, inspiring others to come out, seek support, and live authentically. In the ring, Perro continues to be a force to be reckoned with. His size, strength, and aggression make him a formidable opponent for any wrestler. He has competed in major promotions like MLW and Evolve Wrestling, where he has faced top talents and showcased his skills to a wide audience. Outside the ring, Perro's life has flourished since coming out. He married his longtime partner, Morgan Cole, in 2019 in a ceremony that celebrated their love and commitment. Their relationship is a testament to the power of acceptance and the joy that comes from being true to oneself. Perro's story is one of courage and resilience. As one of the few openly gay wrestlers in the industry, he has become a trailblazer for LGBTQ representation in a sport that traditionally lacked diversity in sexual orientation. His openness and advocacy have made wrestling a more inclusive space, paving the way for future generations of LGBTQ athletes. Perro's journey serves as a reminder that true strength lies not in hiding one's identity, but in embracing it. His legacy will be remembered not just for his prowess in the ring, but for his courage to stand up and say, "This is who I am, and I'm proud of it." Perro's life is a testament to the power of self-acceptance and authenticity. By embracing his identity, he has redefined what it means to be a professional wrestler and a man. His story continues to inspire countless individuals to overcome their fears, live authentically, and prove that strength is not just about physical power, it's about being true to who you are, no matter the odds. Transgender, a term that carries profound significance for Nyla Rose, not just in the context of her personal identity, but in her groundbreaking role within the world of professional wrestling. As the first openly transgender woman to sign with a major American wrestling promotion and to win a championship title, Nyla Rose has shattered barriers, challenged norms, and become a symbol of resilience and representation for the LGBTQ community. Nyla Rose was born on August 3, 1982, in Washington, D.C. From an early age, she was captivated by the spectacle and athleticism of professional wrestling. She spent her childhood idolizing stars like The Rock and Chyna, dreaming of one day stepping into the squared circle herself. However, her journey to professional wrestling was far from straightforward, as she had to navigate her own gender identity and the complexities of transitioning in a world that often did not accept transgender individuals. Rose's presence in AEW was met with a mix of excitement, curiosity, and, unfortunately, criticism from some corners of the wrestling community. Despite the backlash, AEW stood firmly behind Rose, promoting her as a top competitor and highlighting her talent rather than her gender identity. Rose's signing was a powerful statement that AEW was committed to creating a welcoming environment for wrestlers of all backgrounds and identities. Beyond her in-ring accomplishments, Nyla Rose has used her platform to advocate for greater LGBTQ representation and acceptance in professional wrestling and beyond. She has been candid about the challenges she faced growing up as a transgender woman of Native American descent, highlighting the intersectional struggles that come with navigating multiple marginalized identities. Rose's visibility in wrestling has provided hope and inspiration to countless transgender and LGBTQ individuals who have long been underrepresented in mainstream sports and entertainment. Her story has opened doors for discussions about inclusivity and respect in wrestling, paving the way for more transgender and non-binary athletes to pursue their dreams without fear of discrimination. Rose has also participated in panels, interviews, and events that promote LGBTQ rights, using her voice to advocate for understanding and empathy. She has made it clear that her goal is not just to succeed in wrestling, but to help create a more inclusive and welcoming environment for everyone, regardless of their gender identity or sexual orientation. Being a trailblazer is never easy, and Nyla Rose has faced her share of adversity. She has been subjected to transphobic comments and backlash from certain segments of the wrestling fanbase and media. However, she has handled the criticism with grace and strength, choosing to focus on the support she receives from fans and the wrestling community. Rose's resilience in the face of adversity has only strengthened her resolve to be a positive force for change. She has emphasized the importance of educating people and breaking down misconceptions about the transgender community. Her approach has been to lead by example, showing that transgender athletes are just as capable, talented, and deserving of success as anyone else. Nyla Rose's legacy in professional wrestling extends far beyond her achievements in the ring. She has become a symbol of courage and perseverance, proving that one's gender identity should never be a barrier to success. Her trailblazing presence has opened the door for future generations of transgender athletes who now have a role model to look up to. Rose's impact on the wrestling industry is undeniable. She has challenged the norms of what a wrestling champion should look like and has redefined the narrative around LGBTQ representation in sports. Her success has shown that diversity is not a weakness but a strength, and that inclusion makes the wrestling world and society stronger and more vibrant. Nyla Rose's journey is one of courage, determination, and breaking barriers. As the first openly transgender woman to compete in a major American wrestling promotion and win a championship, she has left an indelible mark on the industry. Her story is a testament to the power of authenticity and the importance of representation. Through her talent, advocacy, and resilience, Nyla Rose continues to inspire fans around the world and prove that there is no limit to what can be achieved when you embrace who you are. Her legacy will be remembered not just as a champion in the ring, but as a champion for equality and acceptance for all. Gay, a word that Tegan Knox embraced in 2020 when she came out as a lesbian, making her one of WWE's few openly gay female wrestlers. Born as Stephanie Newell on November 15, 1994, in Wales, Tegan Knox has faced tremendous adversity in her wrestling career but remains an inspiring figure of perseverance and authenticity. Knox's WWE journey has been defined by resilience. She signed with WWE in 2017 but suffered 2 severe knee injuries that sidelined her for nearly 2 years. Despite these setbacks, she made multiple comebacks, captivating fans with her fighting spirit and positive attitude. In July 2020, Tegan publicly came out as gay, sharing a photo with her girlfriend on Instagram. Her announcement received overwhelming support and established her as a role model for LGBTQ representation in wrestling. She used her platform to advocate for inclusion and acceptance, inspiring fans to embrace their identities. Knox gained recognition for her partnership with Dakota Kai in Team Kick and later for her emotional feud against Kai. Known for her agility and tenacity, she became a beloved figure in NXT and briefly appeared on WWE's main roster in 2021. Tegan Knox's story is one of courage, both in overcoming physical challenges and embracing her true self. As an openly gay athlete in a traditionally conservative industry, she has paved the way for future generations to be unapologetically authentic. Her legacy will be remembered as one of strength, representation, and inspiration. Gay. For Kiera Hogan, this word symbolizes courage and authenticity. As an openly gay female wrestler, Kiera has broken barriers and brought visibility to LGBTQ representation in a sport where such identities have traditionally been underrepresented. Her journey is one of embracing her true self, advocating for inclusion, and achieving success in the ring. Born on September 16, 1994, in Decatur, Georgia, Kiera Hogan discovered her passion for professional wrestling at a young age. She idolized stars like Lita and Trish Stratus, which inspired her to pursue wrestling as a career. Kiera began her training in local wrestling schools and soon made a name for herself on the independent circuit with her fiery personality and dynamic in-ring style, earning her the nickname the Girl on Fire. Hogan's charisma and talent led her to sign with Impact Wrestling in 2017, where she quickly became a standout in the Knockouts division. Known for her agility, high-flying moves, and hard-hitting strikes, Hogan faced top-tier competitors and showcased her abilities in various high-profile matches. In 2019, Kiera Hogan publicly came out as gay and has been an outspoken advocate for the LGBTQ community ever since. Her relationship with fellow wrestler Diamante became a symbol of love and acceptance in the wrestling world. Hogan's openness about her sexuality has been praised by fans and fellow wrestlers, as it has helped break down barriers and foster a more inclusive environment in the industry. Kiera Hogan has had a successful career in multiple wrestling promotions. During her time with Impact Wrestling, she formed an alliance with Tasha Steelz, known as Fire and Flava, and captured the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship twice. Their dynamic partnership and entertaining matches made them one of the most popular teams in the Knockouts division. In 2021, Hogan left Impact Wrestling to explore new opportunities and soon signed with All Elite Wrestling AEW, where she continues to shine. Her presence in AEW has further solidified her position as one of the most talented and charismatic women in professional wrestling. Kiera Hogan's journey is about more than just wrestling. It's about representation and visibility for the LGBTQ community. As a proud gay woman in a competitive sport, she has inspired countless fans to embrace their true selves. Her story is one of courage, strength, and authenticity, proving that being true to yourself is the greatest victory of all. Through her success and advocacy, Kiera Hogan has made a significant impact on professional wrestling and continues to be a trailblazer for LGBTQ representation in the industry. Gay. This word holds significance for Diamante, not just as part of her identity but also as a testament to her courage in an industry where LGBTQ representation is still emerging. Known for her fierce in-ring style and dynamic personality, Diamante, whose real name is Priscilla Zuniga, has made waves in professional wrestling while proudly representing the LGBTQ community. Born on July 14, 1991, in Miami, Florida, Diamante began her wrestling journey on the independent circuit, competing for various promotions such as Shine Wrestling, where she made a name for herself as a talented and determined competitor. Her aggressive wrestling style, combined with her charisma, made her a standout performer, and she gained recognition as one of the top female wrestlers on the indie scene. Diamante's career took a significant leap forward when she signed with Impact Wrestling in 2017 as part of the Latin American Exchange LAX faction alongside Konnan, Santana, and Ortiz. Her involvement with LAX allowed her to showcase her skills on a larger stage, and she played an integral role in some of the faction's most memorable matches and storylines. Diamante came out as gay early in her career, and since then, she has been an outspoken advocate for LGBTQ rights and representation in professional wrestling. Her relationship with fellow wrestler Kiera Hogan has been a source of inspiration for many fans, as the couple openly shares their love and support for one another on social media and in public appearances. Being an openly gay athlete in the wrestling industry hasn't always been easy, but Diamante has navigated the challenges with strength and authenticity. She has used her platform to speak out against discrimination and to support young LGBTQ individuals, proving that being true to oneself is more important than conforming to others' expectations. In 2020, Diamante signed with All Elite Wrestling AEW, where she continues to compete against some of the top female talent in the world. Known for her toughness and no-nonsense attitude, Diamante has been a key player in AEW's women's division. She has competed in numerous high-stakes matches and formed alliances with other wrestlers, further establishing her reputation as a formidable competitor. In AEW, Diamante has had several standout moments, including her victory in the AEW Women's Tag Team Cup Tournament, the Deadly Draw, where she teamed up with Ivelisse. Their teamwork and chemistry earned them the tournament trophy and further solidified Diamante's position as a top contender in AEW. Diamante's legacy is about more than just her in-ring achievements. She has become a trailblazer for LGBTQ representation in professional wrestling, showing that being true to oneself is a source of strength, not weakness. Her courage and openness have made her a role model for LGBTQ fans and aspiring athletes who see themselves reflected in her journey. As she continues to compete and make her mark in professional wrestling, Diamante remains a powerful voice for inclusion and acceptance. Her story serves as a reminder that representation matters and that embracing who you are can inspire others to do the same. Ragic, a word that encapsulates the life and legacy of Shannon Daphne Spruill, a beloved figure in professional wrestling known for her unique character and contributions to the industry. Born on July 17, 1975, in Wiesbaden, Germany, Spruill's life was a mix of immense talent, unforgettable performances, and struggles with mental health that ultimately ended in heartbreak. Daphne burst onto the wrestling scene in 1999 with World Championship Wrestling WCW, where she played a gothic, unhinged character that quickly gained a cult following. Known as the Scream Queen for her high-pitched screams and psychotic persona, Daphne became a standout in the WCW women's division. She won the WCW Cruiserweight Championship in 2000, becoming one of the few women to hold the title, and cemented her place as one of wrestling's most unique and daring personalities. After WCW's closure, Daphne continued her career on the independent circuit and later signed with Impact Wrestling, then known as TNA. There, she reinvented her character and participated in brutal hardcore matches that showcased her toughness and versatility as a performer. She competed against both men and women, solidifying her reputation as a fearless competitor, willing to push boundaries. Behind her captivating character, Daphne struggled with mental health issues, which she openly discussed later in her life. Her candor about her battles with depression and anxiety highlighted the importance of mental health awareness in professional wrestling. Unfortunately, these struggles intensified over time. On September 1, 2021, Shannon Daphne Spruill passed away at the age of 46, leaving the wrestling community in mourning. Her tragic death brought attention to the mental health challenges faced by many wrestlers and sparked discussions on how the industry can better support its talent. Shannon Daphne Spruill's legacy is defined by her innovative character work, her contributions to women's wrestling, and her openness about mental health. As the Scream Queen, she left an indelible mark on the industry, and her story serves as a reminder of the need for compassion and support for those facing personal struggles. Queer. Effie, born Taylor Gibson, embraces this identity with pride. Since debuting in 2017, he has become one of the most prominent LGBTQ wrestlers in the independent scene, known for his flamboyant persona and fearless challenge to traditional wrestling norms. Effie's performances combine humor, camp, and solid wrestling skills, while his bold character, complete with fishnets and leather jackets, has captivated audiences. As an outspoken advocate, Effie created Effie's Big Gay Brunch to showcase queer talent and promote inclusivity. In wrestling, Effie's fearless authenticity has made him a trailblazer for LGBTQ representation, inspiring a new generation of athletes and fans. He continues to push boundaries, proving that wrestling is a space for everyone, regardless of identity. Controversial, a word that ultimately defined the career of David Starr, an independent wrestling standout known for his in-ring talent and outspoken activism. Born Max Barsky on February 19, 1991 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Starr made a name for himself on the independent circuit with his technical prowess and larger-than-life persona. However, his promising career came to an abrupt end amid serious allegations. David Starr became a prominent figure in independent wrestling, competing in major promotions, such as Ring of Honor, ROH, Progress Wrestling, and RevPro. Known for his technical wrestling style, Starr earned the nickname the Jewish Cannon and became a champion in multiple promotions. Outside the ring, he was vocal about labor rights and wrestler unionization, advocating for better conditions for professional wrestlers. In June 2020, Starr's career took a dramatic turn when multiple women accused him of sexual misconduct and abuse. The accusations were part of the #SpeakingOut movement, which exposed abusive behaviors in the wrestling industry. Starr denied the allegations but acknowledged past inappropriate behaviors. Following the accusations, numerous promotions severed ties with him, and he was effectively blacklisted from the wrestling industry. David Starr's career is now remembered for both his in-ring abilities and his controversial fall. Once seen as a rising star and advocate for wrestlers' rights, his legacy is overshadowed by the serious allegations, leaving a complex and conflicted mark on the wrestling world. David Starr's story is one of talent overshadowed by controversy. Once a leading voice for change in the wrestling industry, his legacy is now marred by accusations that have cast a long shadow over his once promising career. Resilient, a word that perfectly describes Mercedes Martinez, a veteran wrestler known for her skill, longevity, and advocacy. With over 2 decades in the business, Martinez has become one of the most respected figures in women's wrestling. She has paved the way for future generations while proudly representing the LGBTQ community. Born on November 17, 1980, in Waterbury, Connecticut, Mercedes Martinez, real name Jasmine Benitez, began her wrestling journey in 2000. Known for her technical ability and hard-hitting style, she gained recognition in independent promotions like Shimmer and Shine Wrestling. Martinez's talent and versatility eventually led her to opportunities in WWE, NXT, and AEW. In WWE's NXT brand, Martinez competed against top talents, showcasing her veteran experience. She later joined AEW in 2021, making an impact with her presence and in-ring abilities. Throughout her career, Martinez has held numerous championships, cementing her status as a top-tier competitor. Mercedes Martinez is openly lesbian and has been an advocate for LGBTQ representation in wrestling. She has used her platform to promote acceptance and provide visibility for LGBTQ athletes, inspiring many fans with her authenticity and courage. Martinez's longevity, resilience, and advocacy have made her a trailblazer in women's wrestling. She continues to be a role model for aspiring wrestlers and LGBTQ athletes, proving that success is possible through perseverance and staying true to oneself. Mercedes Martinez's story is one of talent, resilience, and representation. Her contributions to wrestling and the LGBTQ community have left a lasting legacy, making her an icon for fans around the world. Charismatic, a word that perfectly encapsulates Mandy Leon's presence in the wrestling world. Born on March 3, 1992, in Brooklyn, New York, Leon has made a name for herself as a standout performer in Ring of Honor ROH and various independent promotions. Known for her unique blend of beauty, skill, and charisma, she has become one of the top talents in women's wrestling. Mandy Leon, also known as the Exotic Goddess, began her wrestling career in 2014 training at the ROH Dojo. She quickly established herself as a key figure in the Women of Honor division, competing against top female talent and showcasing her versatility in the ring. Leon's captivating persona and strong technical abilities have made her a staple in Ro's women's division. Leon's influence extends beyond wrestling. With her striking look and dynamic presence, she has served as a model, commentator, and ambassador for women's wrestling. Her ability to seamlessly transition between roles has made her a multifaceted talent within the industry. As a cornerstone of the Women of Honor division, Mandy Leon continues to elevate women's wrestling through her performances and dedication. Her contributions have left a lasting impact, making her one of the most recognizable faces in women's independent wrestling. Mandy Leon's journey is one of passion and perseverance. As a wrestler, model, and advocate for women's wrestling, she remains a powerful presence and continues to inspire fans around the world. With her talent and charisma, Leon's future in the industry looks incredibly bright. Fearless, a word that defines Jaimie Senagal, a rising star known for her unapologetic expression, bold style, and trailblazing representation of the LGBTQ community in professional wrestling. With her unique character and advocacy for inclusion, Jaimie has made a name for herself as a talented competitor and an outspoken advocate for LGBTQ visibility in the sport. Born on March 14, 1998, in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, Jaimie Senagal was inspired by the flamboyant personas of WWE legends and knew she wanted to be part of the wrestling world. She began training at the age of 17 and made her debut on the independent circuit shortly after. With a combination of agility, charisma, and punk rock attitude, Jaimie quickly gained attention for her standout performances in various promotions like Rise Wrestling, Game Changer, Wrestling GCW, and more. Jaimie Senagal, who identifies as a transgender woman, is an outspoken advocate for LGBTQ representation in wrestling. Her journey as a transgender wrestler has not been easy, but her courage to be true to herself has made her a powerful voice in the industry. Senagal uses her platform to encourage acceptance and inspire other LGBTQ individuals to pursue their dreams without fear of discrimination. Jaimie Senagal's in-ring style blends high-flying maneuvers and technical wrestling with a flamboyant, punk-inspired presentation. She made history in 2021 by becoming the first openly transgender woman to compete in the National Wrestling Alliance's NWA prestigious Empower event, further cementing her legacy as a trailblazer for LGBTQ representation in wrestling. Jaimie Senagal's influence goes beyond her wrestling accomplishments. She continues to challenge stereotypes and break down barriers, proving that wrestling is for everyone. As a proud LGBTQ advocate, she is paving the way for future generations of wrestlers to embrace their authentic selves and thrive in the industry. Jaimie Senagal's story is one of resilience, authenticity, and fearless self-expression. As wrestler and LGBTQ trailblazer, she is redefining what it means to be a professional wrestler, making her a true pioneer and inspiration to many. Powerful, a word that perfectly describes JazzyGabbert, also known as the alpha female. Born on June 4, 1982, in Berlin, Germany, Gabbert has made her mark in the world of professional wrestling through her undeniable strength, resilience, and international success. With her imposing stature and unique persona, Gabbert has become a standout figure in both European and American wrestling scenes. JazzyGabbert began her wrestling career in the early 2000s, competing across Europe and quickly gaining recognition for her fierce in-ring style. Standing at 6 feet tall and known for her muscular build, she became a dominant force in promotions such as Germany's WXW Westside Extreme Wrestling and the UK's Pro Wrestling, earning multiple championships along the way. Gabbert gained international exposure when she competed in WWE's Mae Young Classic tournament in 2017. Her presence and power captivated fans, and despite not advancing far in the tournament, she became an instant fan favorite. WWE offered her a contract, but a neck injury discovered during the medical evaluation halted her signing. Undeterred, Gabbert underwent surgery and made a full recovery, eventually signing with WWE NXT UK in 2019, where she continued to impress audiences with her powerful performances. In addition to her wrestling career, JazzyGabbert has a background in mixed martial arts MMA, showcasing her versatility as a combat sports athlete. She has also pursued a career in acting and bodybuilding, further demonstrating her multifaceted talents and resilience. JazzyGabbert's journey is a testament to her strength and determination. As a pioneering female athlete in wrestling and MMA, she has broken barriers and inspired many aspiring wrestlers to pursue their dreams regardless of the obstacles. Her legacy is one of perseverance and empowerment, embodying the spirit of what it means to be the alpha female. JazzyGabbert's career is defined by power, resilience, and the ability to overcome adversity. From dominating the European wrestling scene to gaining international acclaim, she continues to inspire fans around the world, proving that true strength comes not just from physical power, but from an unbreakable will to succeed. Dynamic, a word that captures the essence of Ashley Vox, a standout performer known for her agility, technical skills, and unique character in the world of professional wrestling. Born on November 7, 1992, Ashley Vox has made a name for herself on the independent circuit, gaining recognition as one half of the tag team the Sea Stars alongside her sister, Delmy Exo. Hailing from Providence, Rhode Island, Ashley Vox began her wrestling career in 2015, quickly gaining attention for her innovative style and captivating presence. Teaming up with her sister, the duo known as the Sea Stars became a formidable tag team, competing in various promotions such as Shimmer, Beyond Wrestling, and Rise Wrestling. Their chemistry and teamwork led them to win multiple tag team championships, solidifying their status as one of the top women's tag teams in independent wrestling. Ashley Vox gained wider recognition when she appeared in the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, as part of their weekly series NWA Power. Competing against some of the top women's talent, Vox showcased her resilience and versatility, further establishing herself as a rising star. Her appearances in the NWA opened doors to more opportunities, including competing in Impact Wrestling and other notable promotions. Ashley Vox's character is inspired by her love for the sea, often incorporating nautical themes into her attire and persona. Known for her speed, technical grappling, and high energy performances, she has become a fan favorite. Vox's signature moves like the real cache, modified fish hook, highlight her creativity and unique approach to wrestling. As an accomplished tag team wrestler and a strong singles competitor, Ashley Vox continues to leave her mark on the wrestling industry. Her dedication and passion for the sport, combined with her representation of women and LGBTQ talent in wrestling, make her a role model for aspiring wrestlers. Ashley Vox's journey is one of talent, teamwork, and individuality. Whether competing as part of the Sea Stars or shining on her own, she continues to elevate the women's division and inspire fans with her performances. With her unique character and in-ring abilities, Ashley Vox's future in professional wrestling looks brighter than ever.